Hey there kids, it's me, Safari Sam, and today we're introducing a new species of fish into our brand new aquarium. And they're not actually fish, they are crustaceans. I've been acclimating them to the water, so it's time to see how well they do in here. Come on little friends, don't you want... Oh, it's collapsed in on them. No, 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 no. Go on, fly free. Swim free, fly free. Okay, this is going to be a bit of an... There we go. No, 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 go out. Oh. The cherry shrimp didn't do this. Okay, looks like I'm going to have to get a bit more involved. But that's just going to make them want to go further up, isn't it? Oh, there they go. Freedom. Go on, little friends. Join your cherry shrimp brethren. Okay, this is going to take me a sec. And voila, the mono shrimp are in the aquarium. I was recording one right there, but he went into the hide. So that's that. But I picked up some mono shrimp because, one, we kind of lost out on our snails if you watched the last update, but we have new little friends, don't we? Look at him crawling around in there. That is an amon shrimp. Okay, and I hope he's not stuck in there. I think that's just his little home. See, I got a little more shrimp moss to carry them home in. There's another one down there now, and they really are a lot like the cherry shrimp. They are algae eaters, which is fun and ace and swag and YOLO. And they also seem really curious about this enclosure, just like the cherries. The cherries are still in there, but I don't know how long I'm going to keep them in here. You see, the thing is, I kind of fell in love with my cherries, and I almost want to give them their own enclosure, their own aquarium, and then leave these amon shrimp here to kind of be these tank mates. Now, the amon shrimp, they're from Japan, which is pretty cool. They were discovered, or I guess I should say described, in the 80s and were found to be great tank cleaners by aquascapers. So, you know, I think the Ebera Enclave did turn out to be a pretty good name, since these are Japanese shrimp. You know? That's really good. Oh, there's a cherry shrimp getting active over here on the other side. Let's see if we can get the two different species interacting, because cherry shrimp and these amon shrimp are supposed to be the two best shrimp for eating algae. Oh, yep, see, there's the cherry on the far left. Hopefully they'll be good friends. They can be housed together, it's true. And I got these guys to kind of replace the snails, because my snails don't really seem to want to hang around. Even right now, my Nerite snails from the Littlefoot Legion are all hanging up on top there. They're all hanging up on, like, the rim of the aquarium. Oh, look at him go. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cherry Shrimp Joe? That's a joke. It's called comedy. Ever heard of it? Very fun. But yeah, you have so much shrimp moss now. Hopefully that won't make them too difficult to keep. If you think I have too high a volume of moss, definitely let me know. Once again, I am newer specifically to aquatic creatures. A reptile I'd have more experience with, or a cow. But, so there's a lot of moss. And I feel like this level of moss is shrimp enclosure level. But I'm going to be putting a new critter in here that's an amphibian. There's your next hint, it's an amphibian. And I don't know if this moss will be really good for it. I'll have to check. But it should be fine. And it looks like both species of shrimp are getting along very well. The cherry shrimp seem to be up higher, and Our new little yellow amon shrimp seem to be digging around at the bottom a bit more. Same down there. But yeah, I didn't think these quite looked like the shrimp they were sold to me as at first. Because they were sold to me, as I said, as a mono shrimp. And the mono shrimp that I've seen in videos and whatnot don't really look like these guys. And I'm like, you know, maybe these are just younger ones, or perhaps a slightly different species. I think there are 4 or so at least different species of these puppies. And they could be smaller. And also I'm seeing these super high quality images of them that are all zoomed in, and I'm looking at these guys with just my normal people eyes, my old man people eyes. So maybe I'm just not seeing them right. But now I think it's the perfect time to give these puppies some real food. Because I do have to supplement these shrimp's diet. This is a newer aquarium. They can't just eat the bio load because there's not that much of a bio load. So I've got to give them some so-called shrimp cuisine, seaweed, algae, all kinds of cool stuff in it. Plus they have all this algae they can, you know, munch on. But these are sinking pellets I'll be using that have a lot of the vitamins and minerals and stuff that they need to survive, like copper, which is good for their circulatory system and whatnot. But the main thing they're really going to need is some calcium. Really going to need some calcium for these guys. Now I am going to sprinkle in some little sinking pellets, which didn't sink. They're floating on top. These were marketed to me as sinkers, and they're not sinking. Oh, there we go. The filter's pushing them down into the water on this side. See them falling? And these shrimp are really sensitive creatures. They will pick up on these little morsels falling into the aquarium. Let me see if I can just sprinkle some in the corner here. Will anyone come to feast? Now I don't want to overfeed them or anything, but this is their first manual feeding. They've kind of been just scraping about with the bio load, so I want to kind of just keep an eye on the tank for a bit and see what they do with these pellets. Now, admittedly, our new mono shrimp. I feel like my accent's making it sound like I'm saying I'm on no shrimp. I'm probably a little scared and stressed and stuff, so we're just gonna wait a while and see what happens. I think this cherry is starting to come out now. Hey, little friend. Uh-oh, someone has started to realise that there is shrimp food in this enclosure. Oh, and they're gone. The Ever Enclave continues to fuck off. I mean, I guess they just prefer the algae right now. It's not really such a big deal. The cherry shrimp are going to be a bit better at showering than the mono shrimp are. The mono shrimp are known to maybe take up food in their little claws and then just bolt with it. We got one. Oh, he's coming out of the hide. You see him? He's right there in the turtle shell. Hello. He's coming back out. Let's see if he wants any shrimp food. Well, we're waiting on him to get accustomed. There's many other critters we can watch. There's a cherry shrimp really having the time of their life right there. Oh, that's a bright colour. Oh, beautiful critter. I think that's probably a female. I would say that is a really pretty one. Oh. Ugh, this is what happens when you lose your camera operators, eh? Alright. Yeah, they are just going to town on that effing algae. They really love it. Well, I guess this is more moss than algae, but I'm glad that they like it. Really glad. Those cherry shrimp are probably the #1 most popular shrimp. I actually was going to get more cherry shrimp. And the place I went to and got cherry shrimp yesterday, which had a new shipment yesterday, was already completely out. Very popular. Tank cleaners. Very cool, beautiful little crustaceans. You know, here at Safari Sam, we've kind of recently really started to take a liking to arthropods over a lot of other creatures. We love arthropods here, arthropod fossils, and we're trying to get much more into living arthropods, such as these shrimp, the cherry shrimp, and our brand new mono shrimp. Isn't that right, little shell friend? Yeah, you see, this is what I like. It's finally starting to get used to its enclosure. This little friend was hiding in the shell not but moments ago, and now they are out and about having the time of their life. Now the females will have a big white patch up top, but once again I think these are younger ones, so they won't really have all of their sexual dimorphism yet, probably. Whoa! Not great, that's fine. But look, that brilliant yellow really stands out on that white turtle shell. Such a cute little critter. And these puppies will eat pretty much all day long if you let them. Beautiful, and going right back into the moss to hide. The shrimps love the hides. I was also going to show off some other things I got for my little shrimp friends. Here we have some driftwood. Now this will help the shrimp give something to crawl around on, hide, and even will help them reproduce. But also the helpful tannins found in these will be released into the water and help with the pH level. Now this is driftwood, so it's not going to immediately sink. It's going to float, fill with bubbles, and that is completely fine. See? This is alright. I expected this. It's driftwood. I knew this was coming. You can pre-sink them, but I just got this today and I wanted to go ahead and show it off. So I'm just going to hitch it right here and it'll fall down. I also wanted to get some plants, like some plants that float on top of the tank, but I think I just wanted that because I was getting too excited about shrimp themselves. Now, if I did have an enclosure for just the cherry shrimp, which once again I am seriously considering doing if I can get my hands on more cherry shrimp, then those puppies will have some other stuff of their own. You know, they'll have the plants floating up on top of the tank to help them reproduce and whatnot. Though I don't really want that for the cherry shrimp in here because once again, this isn't going to be their tank. They're just kind of renting it in a way. Also, you see that little yellow dot right there? That is one of our newer mono shrimp. Hello, new Ebera soldier. Oh, you are really enjoying your new home. Oh, and you got one of your little friends there. Isn't that just cute? They're so effing cute. I love them so much. And I'm very glad they are now part of the Safari Sam B3 Productions family. Very happy about this. But as I was saying... Oh, God, there's 3. 3 of the 4 right there. Just chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, shooting some people outside of the school. And you know, a couple of guys who, of course, up to no good, started making trouble in their neighbourhood, got in one little fight, and their mom got scared, and said, "You're moving to Safari Sam into his goddamn aquarium." That's how they got here. Anywho, but where, why, and how? These little friends here need some detritus. I think I'm going to put that in, and that's basically just dead leaves. They did wonders for our Triops hatchery, and it'll give these little guys a bit more to feed on, and a bit more to, you know, enrich their little shrimpy lives. Look at them go. Look at them effing go. They're little friends. They're little pals. I'm a little surprised that no one has gone for any of the pellets. I think they might just not know they're there. Maybe it's because they're small pellets. I figured small shrimp, small pellets, you know. We are going to give them bigger things, then I'm sure they'll swarm a lot better than these. And maybe I'll start using a different camera. I do have access to a much fancier camera, but the issue is it comes with conditions. So, and I wouldn't really be able to bring it here where my tank is. I would have to use it in Atlanta. That's kind of the issue there. But yeah, we've been talking about cherry shrimp breeding, but we haven't said anything about the Amano shrimp breeding, and that's because they probably just straight up aren't going to. You see, these little guys live here in freshwater, but they lay their eggs in brackish water, which is kind of like salt-ish water, if that makes sense. So they're going to lay their eggs in salty kind of water, and then they're going to hatch, and as they mature, at a certain point, they're going to be like, hey, I'm ready for freshwater, swim back upstream, and then chill out with the rest of the adults, like these guys are doing right now. And to do that, I would have to take them between the two water types, because you can't really have them without them just kind of mixing into garbage. So breeding these shrimp is just not going to happen. If you move them back too soon, they die. If you wait too long to move them back, they die. They're the only ones that know when they're ready for fresh water, so it's not really doable. It's possible, I suppose, but it's not simple, easy, or even really worth it, which means those specimens are probably wild caught, but the cherry shrimp are probably not. They breed like motherfuckers. Like literal motherfuckers. So I think they're going to be just fine if we put them in their own tank for breeding. If we keep them in this tank for breeding, shit's going to eat their babies. Which is not the worst fate in the world. I mean, that's just nature being nature, homie. Could be worse. Could be far worse. Oh, wait. They're going down. Could it be? Could they go in for the shrimp pellets? Oh my fucking Christ, I think they are. Come on, just down a little further. Just a little further, friend. Come on, little Ebra. Oh, I think they've spied him. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Come on, just a little lower. Just a little lower. Look at them, they're going to town on that algae. I don't think they even care for the pellets. Those pellets are fucking expensive, you bitch. You better fucking start eating them. No, they just wanted a different section of the algae. You can tell that there's two main different kind of types. You got the brownish one that we kind of brought back in the packet a couple of videos ago, and then you have the greener ones, which are the ones that the shrimp came in. And this cherry shrimp doesn't seem to want to leave the green, but then the new ones that I just had in the green seem to not want to leave the brown. You know, they're like, welcome to Brown Town, homie. This is where we live. And where are my other two cherries? Are they just... I guess they're just towards the back. I mean, there's no little corpses or anything. They should be fine. Hell, we might even be looking at one right now and not even realize it. They actually kind of fit into the brown real nice. You can't always see them. Oh, there's one up there. Hey, little cherry friend. You're like the little cherry on top, ain't ya? Yeah, they're doing just fine. Just fine. So yeah, that is our new addition to the Ebra Enclave. I think that we're going to have a lot of happy little friends here. Our Nerite snail is up in the corner. I don't know if you can see them at all. You see that little black dot? That's our Nerite snail. And it is low tide time, so I guess it is about the time of day they'd be up top. That snail doesn't really seem to be an issue. They go up there, they sit, and then they come back down later. Holy shit. It's happening. We're missing it. Bada bing. Someone found the fucking pellets, mate. Someone found the pellets. You enjoying that, bud? Yes, dude. That is why we fucking do this shit. To see these animals happy and healthy. Also, I'd really like a sponsor For the love of God, if someone could sponsor me, I would suck your goddamn dick. I mean it. I'm poor. Please. Please. You think I want to make videos about these tiny little fucking shrimp? I want to make videos about fucking elephants and shit. I want to be a Steve Irwin, not a Jeff Corwin. For the love of God, don't make me be Jeff Corwin. Anyway, I suppose that's all for today. Our mono shrimp don't seem too interested in coming out of the moss, and neither do most of our cherries. But someone found a shrimp pellet, and they are really going to town on it. They're really enjoying it, and that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see a happy little shrimpy, and we got one. So that's it. I will show you more updates in the future. We're going to add more plants, probably some more substrate type stuff. We are also going to have that log sink down, and we're going to see them playing on it. And remember, we do episodes where we look at specimens of like rocks and fossils and things. Whoa! And in those videos, we're going to have updates for our aquariums and terrariums and etc, etc. Whoa, yeah, look at them work that pellet over. They're really working that pellet over. Oh, they just ripped it in half. Perfect. Perfect. I put a good amount of food in, but remember we have a good amount of shrimp. I think it'll be okay. We should be totally fine. But that is it. Thank you all very much for your support. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And, you know, pray for these little guys. They're dumb as rocks, they're not going to go eat, but in their defense, they did just have a big trip and were in a little container, and they got to get used to their new home. They might not want to eat as much until then. So that's it. Thank you all again. See you all next time. Bye for now.